So for years, the knock on Twitter has been that it's too hard to use. Average people would pick up the app and they wouldn't know who to follow or what a favorite was or what a retweet was. And this year that actually became a big problem. Twitter's user growth plateaued, the stock price plummeted, and Twitter had to figure out what its next step was. And what they decided to do was to try to build a version of Twitter inside the main app that would be easy enough for anyone to use. They're calling it Moments, and it rolls out today. So this is Moments. It's a new tab inside the Twitter app. Tap it and you see a list of the day's top stories. They've been put together by a team of Twitter engineers in New York, along with media partners that Twitter worked with, like Entertainment Weekly, Vogue, Major League Baseball. And Moments is comprised of moments. What's a moment? Well, it's basically just a collection of tweets. And when you tap on one, it opens up and you'll see 8, 9, 10, 12, 15 tweets that are a wide mix of things. They can be text only, but most of the tweets you're gonna see in here are visual. You'll see photos, you'll see videos uploaded to Twitter, you'll see vines. And Twitter's tried to build these moments so that they all feel like they have a beginning, middle, and an end. You swipe through them with your thumb and you see a kind of thumbnail sketch of that story. If there's anything you want to know more about, you can just tap on the image or tap on the text and you have options. You can favorite it, you can retweet it, or tap this little ellipses button and you can perform a whole host of other actions. Like if you see a really great tweet, you can follow the person who tweeted it, or you can share it with a friend by sending it as a direct message. So Moments has multiple sections. It might remind you of a newspaper. It opens up in a section called Today, which is a basic mix of the day's top stories. There's also a news tab for kind of straight hard news, but then you'll also find sports, entertainment, and a category called Fun that includes all sorts of weird things, like here's the World Beard and Mustache Championships. And the idea is that you'll be able to see all of these things even if you've never followed a single person on Twitter, even if you have no idea what Twitter really is. They're also building it so that it will highlight interesting conversations on Twitter. So if two celebrities start going back and forth, you'll see everything they had to say. You'll see one more interesting thing in Moments, and that's a follow button. Sometimes when there's a big event going on, like the Super Bowl or the Oscars, you can see a follow button next to it inside Moments. And if you tap it, it'll actually bring tweets from that event into your home timeline. So if you're browsing Twitter during that event, you'll see all the best tweets from the Oscars, from the Super Bowl, showing up alongside the tweets of those people who you do already follow. So if you're a power user of Twitter, this is the part of Moments that you'll probably find the most interesting. The idea is that all those great like jokes and pieces of commentary that you were missing before because you didn't know where to look, Twitter's finding them using signals like favorites and retweets and just showing them to you because it knows that you're interested in the event. And when the event's over, those accounts that you were seeing in your timeline, they just all disappear and you get back to your home timeline. So will Moments bring 1 billion people to Twitter? It's hard to say. If you're a power user of Twitter, Moments literally was not built for you. The real question is how you'll feel about it if you've never used Twitter before. And now that it's available, we're about to find out the answer.